Hello class, in this video I'm going to go ahead and explain how to solve this problem from chapter 2 of your operations management textbook. This is on service quality indicator. Let's go ahead and read the question together. Here we have a FedEx competitor that approximately processes 50,000 shipments each day, and they are using the same service quality indicator as FedEx, and they have recorded the number of errors during a 5-day a week. And these are the different categories of complaints, like, for example, number of complaints recorded, damaged packages, so on and so forth. And these are the weights of each of these areas of error and the number of errors that are recorded. We have been asked to calculate the service quality indicator. So let's go ahead and start working on this. I'm going to go ahead and copy this data and go ahead and paste it in a uh, blank Excel sheet. And then we are going to go ahead and start working on this. So first thing that we need to calculate in a service quality indicator, if you remember, is a weighted average of the errors. So these weights, as you remember from the class, each of them refer to the importance of each of these categories of errors. So for example, damaged packages have a weight of 10. So for example, they are way more important than missed proof of delivery, which has a weight of 1. So in order to calculate the weighted average, we're going to go ahead and use the sum product function. So the sum product function basically takes multiple arrays of data and pairwise multiplies them and adds them together. So for example, if in this case I say that I want to get the sum product of these two arrays, what it does, it basically gets 3, multiplies that by 150, then adds that to 10 times 17, and so on and so forth all the way. So this is going to be the weighted sum of all these errors. And then in order to get the average, we need to divide that by basically the weights. So that will be the sum of all of these weights that we have in this column. So this formula basically calculates the weighted average for me. And okay, let me put the formula here so you know which formula we used. So this is the formula that we used here, the sum product, and this gives us basically the weighted average. So let's take a note of that. This is the weighted average. And then now that we have calculated the weighted average, we need to divide that, the weighted average of errors, basically. We need to divide that by the total number of shipments that have been basically processed. So from the question, we know that the number of shipments per day is going to be 50,000. And we are operating 5 days a week. So if you go back to the question, remember that we have 50,000 shipments per day and we are operating 5 days a week. So that let's take a note of that. So number of days that we are operating each week is 5 days. And so now that we have this 50,000 shipments during 5 days for calculation of service quality index, first we need to get this weighted average of errors and divide that by the total number of shipments during that week. Okay, so that is going to give me this value, which I have here, divided by 50,000 multiplied by 5. Okay, so that is going to be the formula that I have used here, and this is going to be a very, very small number. So my SQI is going to be 1 minus this value. Again, this number is very close to 1, and we need to show it with a percentage. So as you can see here, this percentage is 99.96. This is basically the percentage of error. Technically speaking, this also needs to be shown as a percentage. And this is my service quality indicator or index. So I'm going to go ahead and check that value here. So this is, you see that this is the correct answer, 99.96. You had a lot of questions about the service quality indicator, so I decided to record this video and give the answer here.